Hey guys, happy Monday and happy February. It's Love Month. Love is in the air, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and what better way to celebrate than by doing some really cute Valentine's fluffy heart nails? Our Push Push Fluffy product has been really popular, but also because it's a pretty unique product, has garnered a lot of questions. So we're going to use this today. We're going to create some really cute 3D fluffy hearts with it, and hopefully answer a couple of your questions at the same time. We're going to do two ways. One's going to be a little bit more 3D, and one is going to be a little bit lower profile for those of you who don't want something so big on the nail. Let's take a look. So we'll start with a lower profile one here. I just have my base color down. This is the new NTM13 Leo Magnetic Flash Glitter Gel from the Zodiac collection. And I just activated it with my Max Magnet into this really cool little French tip look. This is completely top coated and finished. I can touch it. It's not sticky. It's not tacky. And we're going to go in with the No Wipe Accessory Bond in white to create a lower profile 3D heart. So I'm going to pick this up using my pointed brush. I like using this one for designs like this because I can pick up a good amount of gel with it, and I can still use the point of the brush to create detailed shapes. I'm going to roll this onto my palette so I can pick up a little bit more accurately a nice round bead on the end of my brush. Onto this nail, I'm going to use that bead to create the first hump of my little heart, the first little cheek of my heart here. And then I'm going to do the same for the second side of my heart here, create another little cheek just by dropping down that accessory bond and pulling it down towards the center here. This is where you can start to connect them, kind of create a U shape between them. And it's important to use a very light touch because if you press too hard, it's going to indent the gel, and we want this to stay nice and high. We want some height to that texture. We want to keep it nice and fluffy looking. So we don't want to press into the gel very much. We just want to kind of float over it and convince it to go where we want it to go. Pulling down towards the center and letting that gel tail off so we get that little tip. Don't worry if it's not absolutely perfect because this is going to be fluffy and fuzzy, so the fuzz is going to kind of disguise any small imperfections. Now we haven't cured this at all. Next up is going to be going in with the fluffy stuff. So we will unscrew that top and straight into the uncured accessory bond, we are going to fluff our hearts away. It's good to be generous. You want to make sure you really cover that heart on all angles. You can tap off any excess if you want. And another added little bonus here, if you want to just kind of push in your dent a little bit at the top here, just to make sure it still looks like a heart, that's very helpful. And then you're going to want to cure this fully for 60 seconds. A good dusting when it's out of the light, and you're left with a very sweet little fluffy heart. For our second demonstration here, I'm starting with Cancer from that same Flash Magnet Collections, this beautiful white gold. And we're going to be going in with some Boba Gel Low. Grabbing some with my spatula here. Now I'm going to take my Boba Gel Low between two sheets of plastic and just roll it out until I get a nice sphere. And then just roll it into a little bit of a cylinder shape. We're going to cut that in half and then create two smaller spheres out of those two half pieces. Just like that. And we're going to set those right down on the nail, right beside each other. And then just start to push them in towards each other so they join, and then start to create that teardrop shape at the bottom. If the boba gel is sticking to your silicone tool too much, you can add a little bit of alcohol, and it will stop the tool from sticking to your boba gel. So you just want to keep pressing and shaping until you make a really cute heart. Again, this does not have to be super perfect because we are going to be curing this and then going over it with the fluffy product, which is going to conceal a lot of small imperfections and make it just look really adorable. And once you've arrived at a point where you think it looks really cute and even, we're going to go ahead and give this boba gel a full cure. Once your boba gel heart is out of your lamp, we are going to be going in with the No Wipe Accessory Bond White again. And we're going to paint this all over the heart. Make sure you're getting all around the sides, covering this heart fully with the accessory bond so that we can apply our fluffy product on top of this. You want enough accessory bond so that the fluffy will have something to kind of grip into, but not so much that you're going to lose the shape of your heart. So now that that's covered in the accessory bond, before curing, we're going to go in with our fluffy and we are going to go crazy with it. This is a pretty big shape. There's a lot of different angles that we want to make sure we're hitting here. You want to make sure you're going from different angles to make sure you're getting all the sides and the top of the heart. And then you can give it a little tap before going ahead and putting it right inside the light. Again, we can push into that little dimple of the heart up top to make sure it still looks like a heart. And then we can go ahead and cure this. Give it a good dusting, and you have a super cute 3D fluffy heart. One of the most common questions that I hear about the Push Push Fluffy is how does it wear? And I mean, it's understandable that people are curious because it is literally like fuzzy sweater material on your nails. But because this is synthetic, it dries and stays clean really, really nicely. I have taken this, I have scrubbed it with a brush in hot soap and water, dried it up, it fluffs up really nicely, and it really holds its color very well. Over the course of 3 weeks, you will see it wear down just a little bit, just due to friction and general life, but it still looks really, really cute. Setting the Push Push Fluffy into the accessory bond, whether you use the clear, black, or white, is the best way to make sure that it's going to get on that nail and stay on that nail. So there you go, some super cute fluffy hearts using the Push Push Fluffy product for Valentine's Day. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, as always, we have our comment section down below. You can drop them in there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I always appreciate it. Stay busy, stay inspired, and we'll see you right back here in 7 days for another episode of Monday Masters. Take care.